Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, I'm going to be showing you guys how just by going to this simple little house and many other locations that we're going to be looking at today, you can earn thousands of dollars and get some seriously good loot and items, like all the essentials you'll need for your day-to-day travels. So one of the best parts about Red Dead Online is all the spawns for in-game items are fixed. They're exactly the same, which means every lobby you go into, if you go to the same place, you're going to find the exact same items on the inside. And that's incredibly useful if you can find things that you can use or sell. And that's what we're going to be finding in this video today. So we're going to be looking at 4 different locations that you can ultimately go to. So the first location is going to be near Annesburg. So you're going to look for O'Creagh's Run and Three Sisters. And to the right of that and to the left of Annesburg, there's going to be this little cabin. It's not really next to anything, so you're just going to want to go to the location I'm at on the map. It's really small. It's like a 2-room cabin altogether. So inside this cabin, you're going to find some really nice valuables. For starters, you're going to find some premium cigarettes and also gin that's available on the table. Those are both valuable to grab. And once you've grabbed those, you're actually going to want to make your way over to the right-hand side where you're going to find a little nightstand. And on the inside of that nightstand drawer is actually jewelry that you can take. Now, on the cabinet to the left of that, there's a bunch of other foods that you can grab as well. Some canned vegetables, some assorted biscuits that you can take. But the jewelry is what we're after here. Now, anytime you find jewelry in the world, it's going to say it's jewelry, but then it'll be something random. Like, for example, in this instance, it might be a platinum chain necklace or a platinum pocket watch or something along those lines. So that's what you can actually find in the main kitchen area. You can also find an open miracle tonic as well, sort of next to a side table. And then from there, you can actually move into the bedroom where we'll actually find our second piece of jewelry on the nightstand and also some candy on the inside. So once you've found this, what do you want to do next? Well, from there, it's pretty simple. All you want to do is either leave the cabin or take a couple of steps outside. You then want to open up the menu, go to online, and then just do free roam. And it will spawn you probably a couple of feet away from the actual cabin location, and you'll be able to repeat this process over and over and over again. Now, because this is the popular thing to do, there's been a lot of posts on various forum sites talking about how this is a method that you can use to gather money and essentials that you can get for your day-to-day travels. There's a good chance you might see someone when you spawn in. If that's the case, that loot is probably already taken, and it's probably in your best interest to try and find another lobby. So just do that until you find that the cabin looks pretty innocent and that no one is there. And then you just rinse and repeat the process. I'm sure you guys are going to say, is Mr. Boss repeating the gameplay here? No, this is just me going from lobby to lobby, basically just searching this little cabin. Now, there's a couple of tips that I can give you guys here. Number 1 is that sometimes Rockstar won't put items in drawers. And as you start to go through the house multiple times, you'll figure out what drawers you either don't want to look through or know that they don't have any items in them. So as you do this more frequently, you'll be able to do this more efficiently. So just naturally over time, you will be able to do this a whole lot faster. Number 2, if there's a lot of items near you, this is a tip from single player that I like to use really well. Simply hold down square or whatever the button is for you to pick up an item. If you hold down square, your character is just going to grab like over and over and over again. And that'll actually allow you to take all the items much faster rather than if you just do them one by one. Another thing that's incredibly helpful for this, first person mode. So sometimes the items will be hidden behind, other things that you can't grab, or they'll just be really hard to see. So going in first person mode makes all the items so much more easier to identify. So do that. Another thing that's really helpful here is Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye will show you all like the glowing items that you can see, and anything that you can interact with will be glowing. Now, if you're not in Eagle Eye, you still should be able to figure out what items can be picked up because if they can be picked up, they'll have sort of like this glowing shine around the outside of them. Whereas items that cannot be picked up will not have that glowing shine around them. So we've been looting this house for a couple times now, and honestly, this didn't take me more than 5 or 10 minutes to do, and I think I was able to get it done like 5 or 6 times. So not only did we gather a ton of essentials, cigarettes, gin, food, all sorts of good stuff just from this one cabin, we also got a ton of jewelry. So your next sort of thing to do would be to go to a fence and figure out how much money you ultimately made here. Now, I mentioned earlier when you get jewelry items, it's random. It turns out that some jewelry items are worth more than others. So if we go to the fence, you guys can see that each item of jewelry that we've collected has a different value. Like the platinum pocket watch is $3.25, whereas the platinum spring bracelet is only $2. And it also varies from a lot of the other items you'll see, like the silver pocket watch, $2.25, the gold pocket watch, $2.75, the earrings are $1 each, the platinum band is $1.50 each, and the platinum chain necklace is $2.50 each. So it is going to vary depending on what items you ultimately get, but that is one of the easiest ways to make money in Red Dead Online, especially because like the effort level here is literally just spawning in and holding down square over items that you want to get. It's that easy, and it is actually pretty lucrative. Now, I didn't want to just tell you about one location, because as you can imagine, once this video goes up and once other people figure this out, there's going to be a lot of people at this spot doing this. So I want to make sure we found some other locations that are also really, really good and will be able to do the exact same thing. The next location is going to be located at Painted Sky. It's a little bit south of Valentine, and it's sort of at the bend of the Dakota River. And there's a lot more useful things that you will get out of this cabin. So the concept is exactly the same. You just simply go into the cabin and you ultimately find the things you need. You just search all the drawers, all the cabinets and the dressers and the wardrobes, and you're just going to find a lot of useful stuff. Gun oils, tonics, food, cigarettes, things that you can use in your, again, day-to-day travels, which is quite nice. You'll also find jewelry at this location too. So even if you go to this location as compared to the other one, you're still going to get jewelry that you can sell to the fence. Now, I only found one jewelry location at this spot, but the house itself is much bigger, and it also has more things that you can search. So again, just figure out the spots where all the good things are that you want. And again, figure out that some drawers might not have things that you need, so you might really not have to check them after a while. Now, this house, or this cabin, I should say, sort of comes with a bonus, because on the outside, there's a barn. And in that barn, there's oat cakes, which is good, but there's also horse stimulant, which is great, and there's horse reviver, too. Horse reviver is $9.50 if you buy it at the general store. And you can get it here anytime for free. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you should not be buying stuff from the general store. You just need to find out where it is in the world. That's going to be your best bet. So that right there is location number 2 at Painted Sky, and I'm actually rewatching the gameplay right now, and it turns out there is a second jewelry box spawn in there as well. So this one has 2, just like the first cabin. It's also just a little bit bigger. Our third location today is one I'm sure you're very familiar with. It's actually the Braithwaite Manor. And believe it or not, we can actually go inside of this and no one like fusses about it, which is really cool. So not only is this like a unique interior that you can explore, and it's cool to check out all the rooms since you're really only in there for one mission in Red Dead Redemption 2, there's also a jewelry box location in this house as well. There's also a ton of other goodies that you can grab as well, whether it's premium cigarettes or bourbon or rum. It's pretty much located all throughout the house. This house is massive. Now, there are some rooms that have stuff that you won't be able to get. Like, some of the rooms are either locked or like the chest inside them won't have stuff. Like, it's a troll for whatever reason. So that's just something to keep in mind right there. And that's another amazing spot that you can actually go and visit, the Braithwaite Manor. Again, you might not think about it because it's a single player location, but it is indeed a really good spot to get jewelry that you can sell and other items that you can keep. And our final location today is going to be these cabins located just to the west of Lackey, which is in the swamp area. You wouldn't think to yourself, oh, I'm going to find anything useful here, but that's actually wrong. You're going to find a ton of stuff. Lots of tonics, potions, food, and you're also going to find jewelry and much more like moonshine and just a bunch of stuff in the cabinets and the outside surrounding areas. So I'm sure these locations that I've showed you guys in this video is only a handful of the potential spots around the world where you can find stuff like this. And it sort of does build off of one of the first Red Dead Online videos I did that told you to find those pre-existing gang hideouts. But the best part about all the locations that I showed you today is there is jewelry to be found. And the best part about jewelry in Red Dead Online is because you're not crafting any trinkets or talismans, really the only purpose it serves is to be sold at a fence. So all the places we visited today can utilize this method of spawning in, finding a new lobby, spawning in, getting the jewelry and the other supplies, selling it, and also making sure you don't have to go to the general store to buy other items like food or anything like that. So honestly, I'd say the biggest thing with utilizing something like this is patience. Some people will definitely get bored of just checking random cabin locations. They might find hunting a little bit more exciting, but this isn't something you have to do 24/7. Maybe this is just something you do if you want to take a break from hunting or racing or doing the series or any of the challenges. And once again, once you know where the locations are, maybe you just stop by them if you happen to be in the area. And even if it is just $5 every time you go in, you're still getting the supplies, and over time, that will really start to add up. So anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did go on to enjoy this video or found it helpful, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That'd be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.